Hey everyone, James Lynch here. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Tend Deep Massager, this little small thing. I'm sure you've seen the ads for it on social media, and it's basically a travel size massager that really helps with any soreness or pain. And before we get into anything else, I'll state the obvious. I know this looks like a sex toy for women. That's not what it's for. Maybe you could use it for that, but that's not why I bought this. I bought this because I do get sore sometimes after running or strength training, and I also like the idea of bringing this when I travel, which is really great. I'll read what it says here on the website. This is another appealing thing. It says Tend works differently. It uses clinically researched vibration therapy to target the exact spot you're hurting, stimulating nerves, boosting circulation, and kickstarting real healing. Relief that lasts, not just a quick fix. And I'll tell you, as someone who's used this for the last couple of months, that's 100% accurate. So how it works is, you see here, you basically just hit the button here and it's got different vibration settings on it. And it's great for if you get I get a lot of shoulder and neck soreness there. So it really works on the area that you're trying to use here. Like right now, my shoulders have always been this way, but they always get a little bit tight. So you can basically use it on different areas. Some people like using it on their hands. If you get, overusing your hand, whether it's for work or anything like that, it does a good job. And you can see here, it's really quiet. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but it doesn't make a lot of noise. And again, it does what it's supposed to do. Most massage guns that you have, I got one here actually. These things are huge. I've got one at home. Now granted, this can do a little bit more because it's bigger, but look how big this thing is. This thing's huge. Compare this to this, much bigger. And this has got, different heads and it charges and stuff. And so you can hear that, that's a lot louder. So this is sort of an alternative to that. And also it doesn't use the same type of technology like it said here on the website. This uses more of like a force vibration. This one is more of a pulse. So it's a little bit easier there. Now let me tell you what it comes with. So you obviously have the massager here. It's USB charged. This is another cool thing, very good for travel, is it actually separates. So it turns into these two things. And to charge it, it comes with a cable here. You plug the cable in. It's a little pointy thing right there. Plug it in, USB style. And you're good. So it just comes with this cable. I think it came with instructions. I can't find them, but comes with a nice little bag here. And again, if you're going traveling, right, you can put this in a suitcase, a backpack, and you basically got a massage gun on the road. And I have brought this on the road for me because there's sometimes when you're on a plane or you're traveling for a while, your joints get sore, and this is nice and easy to pack. Let's talk about some of the things I like about this and the things I don't like. I mentioned it there. I love how small and compact this is. I can keep this in my office. I can bring it with me traveling. It charges really fast too, so you don't have to worry about using it a bunch of times and needing to wait a while to actually use it. It does what it says. I mean, there's no question about it. Any sort of soreness or pain I might have when it comes to my muscles or joints, this definitely does the trick. It's a nice, quick, and easy fix. And like I mentioned earlier, comparing it to a regular massage gun, it's much easier for traveling or bringing around. Those other massage guns work great, but they are way too big compared to something like this. Let's talk about the cons of this thing. And the big con with this is pricey. So I ended up getting this on a discount for about $175. Works out to about $260 Canadian. That is pretty pricey. A massage gun like this one that I showed you earlier, this goes anywhere from $60 to $100. It's a lot cheaper than getting this thing. However, like I mentioned, this thing is way bigger. This is a lot smaller. This you could bring traveling, but it's going to take up a bunch of luggage space. This will take up nothing. So that's sort of the appeal about it as well. It also uses different technology. So those are things you kind of have to weigh as well. Now, I'm sure a lot of you watching this are going, this is way too expensive. It's something I can't afford. If you are looking for an alternative for getting rid of some of that muscle soreness and something that's very cheap that you can bring with you as an alternative to the Tend Deep Massager, is buying just a lacrosse ball like this. I've known about this for years, working in the fitness industry. A lacrosse ball is really good for any sort of muscle soreness. And all you do basically is you take the ball, let's say you got some shoulder pain, you put it behind you on a surface, you could use a wall or anything else, and you just rub your back up against it just like a bear, and that will get rid of some of the fascia and some of the tightness there. This does a great trick. I think these are like 20 bucks, not even, maybe 10 bucks. Lacrosse ball cost. So if you want something that's travel size, kind of like this, and you're going to save a ton of money, go with the lacrosse ball. I would recommend that as an alternative. The downside is though, let's say you have like hand pain or some specific foot pain. It's hard to kind of get that out if you're rubbing a lacrosse ball against it. This would be more effective because it does target right on the tip tip there, it actually gets deep into the muscles, which is something you're not going to get from a lacrosse ball. But I wanted to provide that alternative because I'm sure there are people watching this video going, is there a travel size massager that I can bring with me? I would say this is a decent option as well if you're looking to do that. So I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do any of you own one of these? Do you have any questions about this? Again, I think this is a very good purchase if you can afford it. For me, I do get sore a lot after my workouts. It's very nice and convenient. I can keep it here in the office. It's not something I have to pull out. And, like I just showed you with that other massage gun, there's a whole thing to it. You got to make sure it's charged and you got to put the different heads on and all that different stuff. With this, it's just a one-stop shop and it's very easy. I also love bringing this for traveling. When I travel, I like to travel light. This has been an absolute game changer for my travel. If I'm on a long flight or something, my muscles are getting a bit sore, this is a good go-to for me when it comes to traveling and just putting it in my bag, and it's very easy to use. And like I said, it comes apart very easily. Here, I'll show it to you one more time, where, putting this in a bag is a piece of cake. So that's another big appeal of getting the 10 massager. So let me know in the comments what you think. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, @Lynch on Sports. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I'm going to have a lot more review videos coming up here in the next little bit, so make sure you keep your eyes out for that. My name is James Lynch. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.